You're watching T2T Boxing in association with IFL TV and KO Clothing. I'm here joined by undefeated George Ferocious Kambosos, who fights against Brandon Ogilvie on Friday night in Sydney. Thanks for joining us, mate.
No problem, mate.
Entertaining news conference to say the least to kick things off this week. How are you feeling going into this fight on Friday night?
Look, I always bring the entertainment. No matter where I'm fighting, who I'm fighting, entertainment should be my nickname. I feel great. Everything has been 100% precise. Now, I can't look back and say, should have done that. I know he can. He'll be looking back and say, should have done that. Should have stayed off that. You know what I mean? We're ready to put on a show and make a big statement.
So there's been a lot of talk about yourself throughout your career, and say 10-0 now. Obviously, big fight on Friday night for the WBA Oceania title. Is there a roadmap in place for your development next year? Have you got any plans for where you want to be, say, this time next year?
Of course, we're in America for 6 weeks. That's the plan. They didn't want me to come back. They said, mate, you can make it big over here. Your style is perfect here. Your entertainment, you're marketable. Stay here. Okay, nah, this is business. I've got to take this guy out. My backyard is mine, and then after that we'll be in America. Some big stuff happening in America. I'm in talks with Top Rank, and after this fight, that door will be full open, ready for me to go.
Excellent. So it'll be a real clash of styles, yourself and Brandon. Obviously, he brings the pressure. Very fit fighter, brings people into sort of deep waters, and yourself a bit more of a boxer, maybe a more exciting style to watch. Are you expecting that you'll be able to maintain your own style to win this fight, or will you have to adapt slightly?
If you call him fit, and you don't know what fit is, this is fit. This is the epitome of fit. His style hasn't changed from the amateurs. I know his style. I've changed. I've evolved as a fighting machine. Back then I was a kid. Now I'm a man. My style I don't have to change, because if he wants to box, I'll pick him apart. If he wants to brawl, I'll pick him apart. It's going to be a painful night for him. Very painful night for him.
Okay, so I know you're a local Sydney boy, so massive card, Luna Park, fantastic venue. What are your thoughts on headlining what is probably the biggest show, definitely here in Sydney, but probably in Australia this year?
If it wasn't for me, the show wouldn't happen. If it's not for me, if it wasn't for me, it wouldn't be so big if he was fighting someone else, or if he had a rematch with Foley, it would still be the same, boring. Like I was saying, it's Australian boxing, it's boring. I'm bringing back entertainment. Hate me or love me, you can't doubt the entertainment I'm bringing.
Absolutely.
Like I said, this is Sydney, this is my city, I run the city. George Street's just there, it's my city, my street.
Absolutely. And any final words to Brandon before you go into, last press conference before the fight?
I think I've said enough in the press conference. Now the time is actually over, time for talk is actually over. Friday night, bang, it's all up with it.
All right, excellent. Best of luck with the rest of the weight cut, and we'll catch you on Friday.
Thank you.
Cheers, George. Thanks, mate.